Welcome back to the For the Win podcast. Happy Halloween. It is Halloween. I don't know. It's another Xbox podcast, John. We're playing Diablo. Yes. And last week our recording got all messed up. The audio got all overlapped and out of sync, and it was a disaster. I could not salvage it.
It was literally the best episode we've ever recorded.
Dude, easily.
And we lost it.
Easily. Yeah, it was the best episode
ever. It would have been our breakthrough to, bust through 100 views.
Yeah, no, it was going to be big. Really big, but we're back. And we're going to talk about the Xbox Handheld that dropped, finally. We're so excited about it. We're going to get a little bit political. We saw Tim Walz with an Xbox controller in his hand and a Diet Mountain Dew.
Ooh, Diet Mountain Dew.
So, we'll talk a little bit about that. And we'll also talk about the new Halo arcade machine that is actually super, super cool. That and much more for the Win podcast. Okay, let's get to the comments here. As always, again, we read these in last week's botched episode, so we'll just blast through them, John. We don't need to spend a lot of time. We can respond to them. But here's the comments. Eat My Whopper 3379 said, "Thanks for sharing the Hallmark ornament. I bought the console version." Smiley face.
Nice. That's the same one I got.
Same one I got. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I sent one. I told you this, but Dad was like, "Did you send one to your composer friend?" Talking about Marty O'Donnell. And
your composer friend.
And I was like, "What? Who?" I'm like, "Who's he talking about?" And then he's like, "Your friend Marty." And I'm like, "Oh, well, friend is a bit of a stretch." He was like, "Man, if I had like one of my songs on a Christmas ornament, that would be awesome." And I was like, "Oh, you know what? That's a good point." So I went to Hallmark the next day, bought one really quick, and there's a UPS store nearby. Sent it off to him, and he said thanks and he appreciated it, and he liked hearing his monks.
It's like the 10th one he's received, probably.
And he said his friend who made the Xbox startup sound, which, how crazy is that? To be the guy who made the Xbox startup sound, like, so cool.
I love that sound.
So cool. Yeah, that's the sound of freedom.
I'm wearing my original Xbox main menu t-shirt right now. Beauty. So
I love it.
Yeah, what's the next comment?
Bjorn, great video as usual. Your take on 343/Halo Studios, I agree with. Cool Christmas ornaments. Wish we had a Hallmark over here. I'm looking forward to that Halo video you will produce. I wish they would do Assassin's Creed Altair ornaments. Sad face. GG's guys, later.
Yeah, Altair.
Great.
I think you had a really good idea for a Assassin's Creed ornament.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that. An Assassin's Creed ornament where you have, the main character assassin. It's a box set, and it comes with 2 ornaments on 2 strings. The first ornament, you just hang it on a string, and it's just a hay bale, right? It's just a hay bale. And then above it, on the branch above, you hang the guy doing the swan dive. Whoever, I don't know the main character's name. I don't really play the games, but that infamous pose that he hits while he's like flying down, the eagle or whatever, and then you just have him hanging on your tree. The Leap of Faith. So the Leap of Faith Assassin's Creed ornament. Hallmark, steal it. Give me 10% of the sales. Hanging above, you got the Leap of Faith character, and then below you got the hay bale, and then it's like fire. I think that'd be dope. Or, do you know what would be super dope? Since we're on topic, I want a Halo 2 Master Chief. Either one, there's 2 versions you could do. You could do the version of him right before, when he's giving the Covenant back their bomb. You could do the version right before he pushes off, okay? To go back to the ship, where he's kind of crouched down on top of the bomb, and then he pushes off, which is super cool. Or you could do the version, and it could be almost like an upside down ornament where you got the string hanging off the branch, and then the string connects to like Master Chief's foot, and he's hanging down, and then the bomb is, his hands on the bomb, and he's guiding it. So it's like, it's a downward facing ornament. Tell me, I got so many ideas, man. I got so many ideas. Like, if Xbox hired me, their annual revenue would, they would just see a nice little uptick, because I have so many sick ideas for like creative, cool merch items. I would send Halo fans to the poorhouse, dude.
Yeah, what if instead of, a string of Christmas lights, you had a string of Cortanas and she was going through rampancy? And so you just had all these different Cortanas strung out.
Yeah, dude.
Rampant Cortana string of lights.
Just rampant. Yeah, or you
just
could even do
dark.
You could do like little plasma grenades too, like little bluish, blue, like a string of blue ones. There's literally infinite.
I mean, the
things
profits are like perfect, like ball ornament, size.
Yeah.
Just have all the different profits.
And they float too.
Yeah.
Dude, the profits, and it's dude, the profit ornaments would be hilarious, dude. And I could just see it now, like, like Katie or Bethany being like, "That is the ugliest thing ever." Like, what is this? Yeah. It's so ugly because they're such ugly characters. Like, I don't want that on a Christmas tree. That's ugly.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious if you could make it not like realistic, but like the Halo 2 graphics.
Oh, dude, you could. You totally could. Just like it's not like cell shaded, but it's like, just like, not very detailed.
Yeah. You've seen like the people do like the cell shading look on, stuff now.
Yeah. I've
on,
seen
like figures and stuff.
A keyboard that has cell shaded. Yeah. Oh, that'd be hilarious, dude.
The profits.
Yeah. Well, and it's like it's like that's fun stuff. I can't, even though I play a lot of Diablo, I can't really buy a lot of Diablo merch because it's just like devils. And like, and like blood-soaked skulls and stuff. And it's like, well, I don't really want that in my house. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not like cool or, I mean, whatever. Some people like it, I guess. But I'm like, I don't want to like film. Yeah. Oh, dude, profits with like freaking like
Santa
Christmas.
Hat.
Oh my god! Profit of regret with the Santa hat, dude. Or Master Chief with the Santa hat, and then the profits with like elf hats or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, great comment, Bjorn.
Yeah, Bjorn.
Bjorn, where are you from, Bjorn? I think you've said it before, but he says they don't have Hallmark there. Mac Bam Bucha said, "Thanks for responding, mate. Much appreciated." Hey, you're welcome. I'm just
responding.
I'm just Ethan01. IDK if you still do the donating $1 to small streamers thing. Just wondering. And I replied and told him I do. Black Templar, he has his 2-year membership icon, which is insane. Which is so insane.
Yeah.
Love the Mario Kart music. Great memories. This is definitely the most loved Xbox podcast of all time. John, we talked about this last week. What did you say your all-time favorite, or I think you asked me, all-time favorite Mario Kart track is? Mario Kart track song.
Oh, yeah, music track.
Music track.
I said Mario 64 Rainbow Road. As like, I mean, that's just like a great song. I love listening to it.
Beautiful.
And then I was listening to it too. I think it's I mix up kind of the different names of the tracks, but I think it's Koopa Troopa Beach.
Dun 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 dun. Doom dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
That
That's
one.
a vibe.
Doom dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. And
I never understood why they put that huge ramp that just like called out for you to go off of it. And it was like the slowest possible route to take.
Yeah. Dude, that
it's like it's so hard to hit and it like doesn't save any time.
Right. Did you ever how often what would you say your percentages on hitting that shortcut ramp into the cave?
Oh, pretty good. I mean, I haven't
like,
done it in a long time, but probably like 80%.
Like no, but when you were in your heyday, when you're playing, like 80%.
Yeah, probably 80%. Because I got to the point where I could hit it without a mushroom. You know, you just jump at the last second there, going off the ramp, and you can hit it.
Yeah. I think I've lost my touch because the last few times I've played, I like haven't been able to hit it. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I would probably take a little bit of practice to get back into it, but
yeah,
it's been a long time. I'm still waiting for the N64 Mini. You know.
Mm-hmm.
HDMI out, N64 with like a fresh controller that doesn't.
Dude, fresh controller. I really like the ice level, snow sherbet land, whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's my favorite vibe. Awesome. Thanks for the comments, everyone. That's all of them. Leave a comment and we will read it. Now, let's blast in some Diablo, and while we're blasting, let's talk about the portable Xbox. It is so cool. Okay, where are we going?
Going right here.
Oh boy.
Let me zoom out really quick. All right, so I have a tribute that's going to get us like a million zillion. And it works for you too. It's a united one, so we should be getting tons of uniques. I'm also going to pay 50 million gold for passive ranks. Because why not?
I love that.
50 million gold. This better be worth it.
Going in. All right, so the portable Xbox is finally here. Red Herring 32 on X. He dropped a post, and this is what it says. It says, I built a portable Xbox. This isn't a PC handheld. It isn't emulation. This is a real motherboard from a real Xbox. It has a 9-inch 480p display, pure digital video/audio, 100 watts USB-C charge and play, and I'm currently adding Wi-Fi 6 for wireless Xbox Live functionality. Yes, really. So
yes.
This guy, he's done a lot of things like this. Tinkered around. He's built a few other portable systems. And I looked into him a little bit, and he lives and works on a farm. Like, that's his life.
On a farm?
Yes. And he just likes doing this as a side hobby. You know, just tinkering around. He does one-offs. He's not trying to do a business or anything like that. He just likes to, you know, do these little projects, give himself a really, like, tough challenge, and then, like, be done with it. But, yeah, he had to, like, basically trim the whole Xbox motherboard and, you know, do just all this technical work. And now basically you can load your Xbox games onto a micro SD and play it.
Dave, get over here quick.
I'm coming.
Quick.
I'm trying. I didn't know it opened up right here. You can load your Xbox games onto a micro USB, stick it in there, and then bang, you're playing portable Xbox game. What was your first thought when you saw this drop, when he dropped the post on X?
Yeah, it was super cool, and I love that it's like the original like hardware, like it plays the games like natively. It's not emulated. So that's like awesome. I'm curious like how loud it is, and I guess it'll be somewhat quieter because there's no disk drive spinning around, but it looks great, and I wish there was more than one.
I know. He had a bunch of people hitting him up in the on the thread, being like, "Hey, can you make me one? I'll buy one." Like, people will pay whatever the heck price, and he's just like, "No, it's just a passion project, basically."
But he did open source it, so he published all of his things on all of his files and documents on GitHub. So if you really had the know-how and wanted to figure it out, you could go do that.
Right. Yeah.
I unfortunately am not skilled in that way at all, so I will not be attempting to make my own.
I know. I would love to freaking
in another life, maybe.
So cool. It would be so cool. But yeah, I wouldn't know the first thing. But like, it's crazy because I was like reading through all the thread and conversations, and people are asking questions. And someone was asking like, how much did it cost him, to make? And he's like, well, research and development always takes way longer and is more expensive than like actually creating the finished product. So he's like, let's just say it cost a lot. Because like,
wow.
how many Xboxes motherboards did he have to like try and cut up? You know what I mean? Before he got it right. Like, I seriously doubt he just like opened an Xbox, like cut. All right, it's perfect. You know what I mean? Like, he probably had to really, go through a lot of. I wonder how many Xboxes he actually went through to make it. Through all the research and development. But he said you can even play Steel Battalion if you have the controller, which is like that Mechasol game, right? Or with the big controller like attachment.
Right. No, that I think there's I could be totally off on this, but I think there's something like 110 buttons or something on it. I can't remember. I thought it was something just like totally ridiculous like that. But
yeah, and I love the design of it. I love that it like the controller is just how we had talked about an Xbox handheld looking. It's essentially an S controller split in half, and put one half on the left side and one half on the right side. He didn't like go some weird different route or anything. But he's currently working on some gameplay stuff. So you should be able to see
some gameplay.
Halo, and he's been able to play Insignia Live, which is the rebooted Xbox Live servers. Pretty sick.
Well, yeah, what a dream. I think I've mentioned this before, but like the dream for a Xbox handheld would be that it has like a similar like Wi-Fi capabilities that like the Nintendo DS had back in the day.
Yeah.
Where as long as you're like within the vicinity of someone, you can connect and play. So, because like back in the day with the DS, like if one person had a copy of Bomberman DS, then they could go, and anyone in the same room could just connect to their game. They could host a game and they could play Bomberman, and it was super awesome. So being able to just like host like a mini handheld like Halo LAN would be really cool, I think.
Yeah, that'd be epic. I noticed there isn't, at least I couldn't see an Ethernet port on there. And so I don't know if that's capability, but like, yeah, that'd be so fun, man. Like doing a little Halo LAN with handhelds, like even if it's like not as fun, it would be fun to just try it and do it. But to answer your question about the cooling system, he did actually. Wait, did you go in?
Yeah.
Why did it close on me?
I'm just starting.
What the heck? Let me see if I can just travel to you. I think it's a glitch. Someone asked how the cooling system works, and he said he's using 2x50x50x15 copper heat sinks and a 7515 blower fan. The housing has a duct build into direct. Oh, this is a weird sentence. The housing has a duct built in to direct the air. So it's directing all the hot air.
Dude, that's so wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it would be so sick to have that. And like, I always just think of handhelds for travel. Just imagine hopping on a plane, like sitting down next to someone, and then you just like bust out Halo 2 and just start playing. You know what I mean? Or like Fusion Frenzy.
Yeah, I mean, and it wasn't
so
like
rad.
It wasn't like uncommon back in like the DS like heyday. So many people had DSs, and so you could just go just anywhere, and like there would be somebody like on their DS, and then you could PictoChat or whatever, like, because I mean the DS sold like
Xbox PictoChat
100 million plus, handhelds, and so like they were just like everywhere.
Yep, there's still people who are rocking Nintendo handhelds and like use them all the time. Yeah, it's a thing. So anyways.
I think of it like airdrop, Like I don't think you can even do it anymore, but like I always had my airdrop just always on just for everybody.
That's
like
crazy.
On planes and stuff.
That's crazy.
But like I think it just automatically turns off after a couple minutes now. They changed it. So like you can't just leave airdrop on all the time.
Like I want anyone and everyone to interact with me.
I always just left it on, like
Yeah, I definitely, there was a time when that was a thing, because I remember every time I got on a plane, I got some crazy airdrop. Every time. It was only like I don't know, like 20, I don't know the time, but yeah. That's so funny. So shout outs to Red Herring. It's freaking sick. If I was Elon Musk, I'd be like, look, dude, how much you want? I'll pay you $1,000, $2,000 to make me one. $3,000. What's worth it to you? Like, it's so cool, man. That
everything has a price.
Everything has a price, and it's like a kind of, for Xbox, it's kind of like a little grail, Like that's an ultimate collector freaking piece right there. Too awesome. Speaking of Xbox, someone trying to become vice president, Mr. Tim Walz, was caught with an Xbox controller in his hands this week.
Caught.
He was playing some video games. He was streaming some Xbox games with AOC. And did you see the picture?
Yeah, I saw a few
him,
different things
of him streaming. I didn't watch the whole stream. I watched a bunch of the clips. Not like, no need to get crazy political, but here's what stood out to me. One, he's wearing some like Apple headphones, which is really bizarre to me because I'm like, I just don't feel like a lot of gamers wear those. Like, it's just, the setup is kind of weird. I'm like, okay, Apple headphones. You don't so have like a gaming
not like
headset.
A gaming headset.
Yeah. Like, you don't.
Which, I mean, you can get like a generic gaming headset for like $20 or something.
Yeah, but I think he's just wearing the headphones he already has, which I imagine it probably panned out like, hey, we wanna play some video games. You and AOC doing a thing. Oh, I died, and so we need a headset and da-da-da. And he's probably like, oh, well, I have my headphones. Will those work? Like, let's check. Yeah, we can get those to work. And so then he's just wearing those. Because I don't think I've ever seen a streamer with those headphones. Those are like work headphones. But I don't care. If it works, it works. The other thing that I thought was hilarious was he's rocking a Diet Mountain Dew. So, again, not really a true gamer, but, I respect the Dew hustle.
He's also, older. He can't be having all that
exactly. Sugar. Like, that generation, they're Diet Mountain Dew drinkers.
You gotta have the diet.
Yeah, no, that's...
Blood sugar and all that.
Yes. Dad drinks diet sodas. You know what I mean? Like, that generation...
Yeah, they're like the same age.
Yeah, they're diet drinkers, right? And, no shame. No shame on that. But then what I thought was really interesting too is, that's a picture of him playing in this. He has this streaming setup, and I don't see any keyboard. It's just a monitor, and then he has like a DSLR filming him, and then he has this Elgato key light, like mini, which is the same light I have. And the whole thing is just very interesting. I mean, obviously it's staged. Everything is staged. They're trying on both sides. They're, trying to just have all these moments. It's, Trump went to McDonald's and, they're trying to send a message.
McDonald's sounds so good right now.
Right? Snack Wrap, different podcast. But
I need a quarter pounder right now.
There was a lot of people on there was a lot of people on X who were trying to be like, the controller's not even plugged in. He's not even playing the game. The controller's not. And I'm like, immediately, I'm like, zoom. And I'm like, no. Well, first of all, you ever heard of wireless controller? But two, I was like, oh no, the light's on. Like, he's connected.
Yeah, if the controller's not turned on, that X in the middle is dark.
Yeah.
Because there's no light turned on.
Correct.
And it's very clearly like white where the X is.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't know why, like, I don't think you need to fake it. And you look at the gameplay, he's definitely playing.
He's definitely playing.
Yeah, he's definitely playing. They played Crazy Taxi. They played some football.
I mean, I saw some of the Crazy Taxi clips. And
yeah. He's just like running into the wall, dude.
Unless their interns are just as bad as they are.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know, dude. I just thought we should cover it because it is Xbox. He was playing it in Xbox, which I was like, cool. Like, hey, bro, you might get my vote if you're an Xbox guy.
I am waiting for the day where, so J.D. Vance is Trump's running mate, and he's like the first millennial to be, nominated, or not nominated, but like running for vice president, and he could be the first millennial.
Dude, that's
to
crazy.
be
How old is he? Like 39 or something? Or
yeah, so he's close in age to me. I think he's. Let me just double check.
If he's the same age as you, that'd be insane.
So he's 40.
Okay, he's just like 40.
1984.
Yeah.
But so this would be the first person like in the White House that like really like grew up like with video games, or not so much like online video games necessarily,
right?
Because he's like a little bit older.
But
I know like he kind of came from like a poor upbringing, so probably didn't have like the Super Nintendo or anything back in the late 80s. But this is someone that like potentially. So I'm like waiting for the day when like, okay, maybe a Gen Z is now like in office, and like I really want to see, things settled like over a game of like COD or Fortnite,
Halo, dude.
Like have that be incorporated into politics. Like, okay,
awesome.
Let's look at their trophies and
Rainbow
gamer
Road
score, and let's like see where they're at. Do you remember at PAX the Omegathon?
Oh yeah,
where all throughout the weekend they would have all of these different games that they would have people compete in, and wide variety. Like, we need to be running our presidential candidates just like at the bare minimum, an Omegathon, just to like see the vibe, and then judge them on all their policies and stuff later. Like, we gotta see where they land. Like, can they play a song in Guitar Hero on Expert? That's something like I would want to know and care about. That would mean something to me.
Yeah. Yeah, just like a little face-off. It's like Tim Walz versus JD Vance, and it's just like, put him on Guitar Hero. Don't even say anything, and then just have him like, do what's the game mode where you play the same thing? I forget what it is. Face-off or whatever. And just like that moment when like Tim Walz, clicks normal difficulty, and then like JD Vance like clicks up one hard.
Yeah.
And then they're off. It's like, yo, he did hard. He did hard mode. Like that'd be crazy.
Like, it would mean something to me if like one candidate unlocked like Mile High Club achievement in Modern Warfare 4.
For sure.
Or Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Like, oh, that's like a notoriously like somewhat difficult achievement, and he's got the skills. He's done it before.
Right. And it's even more than that. It's just like you have the tenacity, you have the stick-to-itiveness, the hard work, and the dedication to like stick it out, you know what I mean? And not give up.
Right. And then the creme de la creme, like regardless of whatever policies they might have, ideologies, whatever, if they've completed any of the Lasso playlists, like they have my vote
immediately.
Like, just, you have my vote.
Immediate vote.
You can put up with anything. You can lead the United States through defeating all of our enemies and raising us up to greatness if you can beat the Lasso playlist.
If you can deal with Lasso, you can deal with Russian-Ukraine nuclear war, okay? That's how real Lasso is. No doubt.
And if they've beaten all the Fallout games, then I know that they're prepared to help us survive through a nuclear fallout, It just makes sense. Like, video games prepare us for real life situations so often.
Yeah, or even just like, hey, what are your top 3, top 5 video games all time? That's going to tell you a lot about that candidate. Because if they go, oh, well, I really like Madden, I have fun playing Madden. Sometimes I hop on FIFA, you know. It's I have a good time with my boys, da da da. Or if they're like Elden Ring, 100%, freaking Fallout, New Vegas, like whatever.
Oh
And they
man,
and
a
they
candidate saying New Vegas.
like
Ooh.
they just list some bangers. Then you're like, oh, like, they could be Kamala 2.0 with the worst laugh in the world, and I'm still like, dude, you put up with a lot for the people that you love, and if that's what it's gonna be, then that's what it's gonna be. So yeah. Anyways, this picture is funny. I want to do it for Halloween. I want this to be my Halloween costume. he just looks like just such a dad playing. Okay. Oh, I will say though, Marty chirped at him. Okay, Marty did chirp at him because if you look at the picture, the way he's holding the controller, it really does kind of look like he doesn't really play that much, if at all. Okay, this.
Yeah.
You have played
did he claim that he's like plays, or is he just like, oh, this is
no, it's just performative.
Just publicity stunt?
Well, no, but he is acting like he is like a gamer, though. He is acting like it, though.
Oh, okay.
He has talked about how he likes the Dreamcast, and that was his favorite system, and so he's played up the gaming thing a little bit. Like, he's not
okay.
So how when you play video games with people who just don't play video games, right? Like, you hand the controller to your wife, right, and she holds it in her hand, and you can kind of tell, like, she doesn't put her fingers kind of in the right spots.
She holds it with like her fingertips.
Yeah. It's just like, oh, you're not holding. Like, put your hand around it, put your fingers on the triggers, you got to reach the... So that's how he's holding this Xbox controller in the photo. And I don't know if they caught it at a bad time or if he's actually just holding...
or anything.
Yeah, could have been anything. We just got one frame to work with. But it is funny because Marty chirped at him. He's like, you obviously have held an Xbox controller before. Like, it's not a comfortable...
Yeah, it's a little different than a Dreamcast controller.
Yeah. He probably hasn't played video games in, 2 decades or whatever.
Man, I regret selling my Dreamcast and my games.
One day you can get it back. Yeah, so anyways, that was pretty funny. So, yeah. He's, running to be vice president, and he's an Xbox gamer, apparently.
Nice.
Very, very nice. Did you see, I don't know if you saw the new Halo arcade game?
Oh. Like the 4 or 5 player co-op one?
Yep. Fireteam Raven is what it's called.
Nice.
And it's really cool because if you've played Fireteam Raven in the past, you know that so there's a couple different arcade machines. There's the 2-player one that, you and another person, you kind of sit in a booth and you hold on to like these turret things that just have these like 2 handles and they're turrets. Well, and then there's this one of those that's bigger, but it's 4 players, so 4 of you can like stand there, sit there, and you hold these little turret guns. And the game is actually really fun. It's a typical like arcade shooting game where you get different weapons, and you're kind of on this game on rails and whatever. But it's a fun, different Halo experience. But what they did was they updated it so that now it's not turrets, it's actual assault rifles that you pull out of the like of the thing, so you can hold this AR, and it looks like a Halo Infinite version of the AR, or maybe like a Halo 3 version, and you can like hold it and aim. And so I bet it feels so much better, because the turrets, the old way is the turrets were like on a swivel, you know, so you just kind of swing around and you can't get really precise.
Didn't really feel like you're shooting something.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's like you're like shooting it like a turret, but the gun on the screen is an AR, so it just feels kind of weird or whatever. So now you can 4 people can all have ARs in their hands, and it's like really cool looking. So
that's cool.
I want to get to.
Yeah, I wonder if the one near my place got updated or not.
Yeah, I want to go to a Dave & Buster's. If I was still in Orange County, I would be able to go play it and report, but not there anymore.
Yeah, there's one up here.
Is there a Dave & Buster's? Where's the nearest one? Seattle?
Yeah, remember? We went there for your birthday. It was like one of the first times we met your wife.
Oh, that's right. It's kind of far. By the Super Mall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, maybe we'll see. I don't know what the rollout is, or if it's only like, a few.
I could actually, it's close to my work. I can actually stop by there and
just swing in.
Just take a little quick peek in and get a power card really quick. And
yeah, if it's in there, you can take some photos.
Spend $50 to beat the game.
I'd do it. I'd do it.
That game eats the quarters, man.
Yeah.
It's cool, and like the graphics are really cool and stuff.
Yeah, graphics
but
are good.
There's like the unavoidable plasma grenades and all kinds of crazy stuff that they just like throw at you, and you're like, dude.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's kind of the nature of those games, but
yeah, they're there to eat up your quarters. It's fine. I thought about traveling to a Dave & Buster's for my Halo marathon stream, beating every Halo.
Oh, yeah.
And including that, but
I know, we need to get you an IRL stream set up.
I know, yeah.
I'll just follow you around and...
It's on the list. But yeah, speaking of beating every Halo, the video... I think we're gonna make the deadline. I've made a lot of good progress, so now I'm editing.
Nice.
I'm about to start editing the Halo 1 section. So I'm about halfway done. But I've got a lot of like the big stuff I feel like out of the way. And so yeah, November 11th. It's been
Friday is November.
It's been an undertaking. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Unbelievable.
It's crazy. Are you deleting these guys pretty fast, or are they taking some hits?
I'm deleting them pretty quick.
Dude, I am not. I do not have the same damage. I don't even know what your damage is. What's your damage?
I mean, I just did 75 billion, 115 billion, 25 billion.
What are you rocking?
I just got another handful of 28 billions.
No, I need to inspect you. I'm not on that level. What the heck? Oh, but you might have... Do you have any cracked gear?
Yeah, pretty much everything I got is pretty decent.
All right, let's inspect him. Let's inspect. Where is he?
Everyone can... Here's what I'm rocking.
Why can't I inspect? I have to pick up this crap first.
Is it because I'm invisible?
There we go. Oh, the Harlequin. You got the... Oh, but you're running the Shroud. I bet that's giving you a lot of damage. Yeah, I might need to switch my build up here.
What are your
dude, my
Paragon
rod,
glyphs at?
they're pretty high. Yeah, it's
So I'm
looking
at
good.
86s basically.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm at switch to gloves.
I had to back
Yeah,
out.
I'm at 90, 81, 81, 80.
Oh, okay.
I really do think it's my gear. To be honest, I need to do some or murmuring orbals here.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of murmuring obols. Yeah, you like my setup?
Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Anything else we need to talk about before we end the pod? We've pretty much covered everything. I mean, Xbox did have record sales and numbers, while Sony continues to close studios and things.
Yeah, they closed the Concord studio.
Shocker.
What a surprise there. Yeah, I know like Halo 2's 20th anniversary is coming up. So I think for Winter Wonderland this year, I think we should play Halo 2.
Oh, yeah.
Whether or not it could pull off like OG Halo 2, I don't know. We might still just have to do MCC this time around.
Yeah,
I just keep seeing pictures from the Halo 2 LAN and like people still just like rocking it, you know. It's one of those things like once you gather everything, like it's not that bad to set up, obviously, but you know, none of our friends have original Xboxes or copies of Halo 2, you know, so it's like it would be on us supplying everything.
And storing CRTs is kind of a nightmare. Like storing them is like a pain. But yeah, we'll see. I think we could aim for, you know, Winter Wonderland 2025, like next year's, and give us a year to, you know, I'm back, and so we can like kind of collect things if we wanted to. But yeah, Halo 2, dude. Oh, by the way, did you watch the whole thing? We were in our Halo 2 Midnight Madness video that is on YouTube. So John and I, we went and picked up Halo 2 at the mall at midnight when it was released, and we went and we recorded like so much stuff all the time growing up.
Yeah, you recorded.
And
it was all you recording.
I grabbed the camera and just recording, and so you never see me, but I'm the one like talking in the background. And anyways, we just posted the video online, and I
think you edited it.
Right. So the story of it goes, we recorded it on a mini DV. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Camcorder. Then I edited it in iMovie. Then just, you know, exported it. It's an MOV file, whatever. You took that file, you uploaded it to your YouTube account a long time ago.
14 years ago. Because and that was like my old YouTube account. I can't even.
You're like original. Yeah. And I had a YouTube channel, but I don't know why I didn't upload it. I just edited it. That's how sold out to the cause we were. We just made videos to make videos. Period.
And it's exactly 10 minutes long. And I think I actually might have edited it down to exactly 10 minutes because at the time you could only upload 10-minute videos. So I think you had just made it and it was longer. Yeah. And then I had to trim it down to 10 minutes to get it on the YouTube channel.
Oh, that makes sense.
What's funny is I just looked it up on YouTube now, 14 years ago, 31,000 views. But somebody else 1 year ago re-uploaded it, Halo Legend 347. and just like copied the same.
Wait, really?
Text,
It's
except
our
there's
video?
10 seconds missing. Yeah, it's our video.
That's funny.
So if you search Halo 2 Midnight Madness Goodbye, it's gonna pop up, and it's like literally the same. It's the same video.
Nice. Well, and I downloaded the one from your channel, you know, many years back, and then I just kind of went on to Premiere and tried to like kind of color correct it a little bit, sharpen it up, brighten it up, you know, because the footage is like crap already.
Right.
And so then I put it up on my channel as well because, I mean, I edited the video and whatever. And so, but I was watching Actman, who dropped a video about Halo or just midnight releases in general. And I thought to myself, I bet he used our video at some point. Like as soon as I saw it, and he's like, "What?" The video's like the death of midnight releases or whatever. I'm like, I bet he used our video because ours is one of like the few videos on YouTube of midnight releases in general. And so, sure enough, I start watching and I see like a 1 second, half-second clip of like the crowd, and I'm like, that's our video. He just like did it. Right. It was just a quick passing clip, and I'm like, dang, he just used that. I'm like, that's so weird. And then I keep watching, and like 18 minutes in, it literally cuts. Music stops, everything, and it cuts to you driving the Mustang, and you're like, I'm driving like 15 miles per hour,
30 over the speed limit
right now. We're so pumped, whatever. And like it's a whole long clip of you talking,
which was a bit.
Right.
I wasn't actually driving that fast.
Right. You were doing a bit. And so it was like, I was like, dude. So he totally used it.
It's just funny of all the clips to use. Like,
I know.
That's what he used.
I know, because the rest of the video is like
my mouth just full of braces and like
yes,
driving and talking and
yes, because we have like the countdown. You know, we have you buying like 6 copies of Halo 2. Like there's other cool things in that video, and it's just like, nope. It's like, just get John driving in the car, excited. So yeah, I thought that was
it still gets comments like weekly. You know, people are still coming back to this video and watching it. I unfortunately don't have access to this YouTube channel anymore. Like, I can't log into it or anything. I've tried so many times, but
that's brutal.
It's just there. So
brutal. Well, for the win corner, wrap up anything
yeah, so I mean, for me,
what's going on with you?
You know, it's almost Friday's November. It's getting towards the end of the year. I'm really trying to get to 200,000 gamer score by January 1st.
Ooh.
And I'm at 198,020. Now, I really don't want to just because I could get it super easy, you know?
Like cheese it.
Because there's so many games that are just trash, but you can get 1,000 gamer score in under an hour, you know?
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, it's an Xbox game.
Yeah, it is an Xbox game, but I want to try to get to Paragon 300, and then I will have completed all of the new Diablo 4 achievements, and that one's worth 100. And then I have achievements in Space Marine 2 that I want to try to finish up and get. And then, gosh, I don't know what else I want to try to do, because the only other game that I like went for achievements in recently was Bully Scholarship Edition, and I got all 1,000 gamer score in that.
Dang.
So I'm trying to like play out, figure out how I want to do it, because I don't want it to just be like, oh yeah, I got my 200,000th gamer score playing Peppa Pig or something.
Right. What do you want your 200,000 to be?
Right. So I only have 2 months left, which, it's totally doable, especially if I start like a new game or something. But I also like having like my completion percentage high, and like my ratio, like difficulty of the achievements that I get. I like to have that high, so it's not just a watered down 200K. Like I do have like a bunch of those throwaway games,
Sure.
like Avatar, the Airbender. And
well,
stuff
you worked
like
at Blockbuster back in 2009 or whatever, so it's like you were getting those games. It didn't cost you anything.
Yeah, I was just renting every single game we had and playing it. So it was the best.
The absolute best.
Yeah, I wonder. Let me see. I can do one thing here.
We could do a whole episode of just going through our gamer scores and achievements.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like one day. I might not be able to find it. Anyways, best days.
Best days. What's best days? The most gamer score you got in one day?
Right.
I don't even know what mine would be. I've never been big on achievements. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like 2008 where I got, almost 2,000 gamer score just in one day, because I rented Avatar and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
That's hilarious.
January 23rd, 2008.
Nice.
That's where it like started. Those were
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Gamer score tells a story.
Yep.
Tells a story. Well, I'm just working a bunch. I'm in the garage now, finally. I got my stream set up. Finally.
Nice.
So I got to figure out what my what I want to stream, if I want to get back in the streaming. What's that gonna look like? I don't know. I'm gonna finish this video first, and then I'll probably stream the week it releases. And have a bunch of shorts planned to post and try and just capitalize. Like, I'm really hoping it like does well, views wise, and I want to like capitalize on that and be streaming when people come across the video and are watching it. They'll be like, "Oh, he's live right now. Let's like pop in and
Right.
and do that." So there's been times in the past where I've posted videos and they've done really well, and then just let it be, and I'm like, dude, I should have been streaming like this whole time, to capitalize on it so people see. But yeah, just editing this video, man. Editing, and yeah, once that's done, I'll take a little break from editing and figure out what the next thing is gonna be. So,
all right.
Good.
Sounds good.
It's good to be back. It's good to have good camera quality for a change. Good audio quality for a change. The garage backdrop is fire.
Oh yeah.
It's so good. And yeah, we're doing Winter Wonderland. Maybe we should invite members, channel members to it. Anyone who's a channel member can come. Even though
totally.
Some of them are out of the country, but anyways, cool.
I'll send you a DM.
Yeah. Comment, rate, subscribe, yada yada yada. We'll see you. What's next week? We're on next week, right? We'll definitely be taking a break over the Christmas time or whatever, but the Wednesday, Thursday, December.
Yeah, it's just November.
Yeah, we'll probably take a week break like the last 2 weeks or whatever of December, but just to like chill with family and do things. But yeah.
Right on.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
GG's. We'll see you next week.
GG's, everybody.